Hi, hi, Mrs. Tong. I'm the Roderick, and I'm the today's interview. And in this view, I want to invite you about this under leadership the question. You want to say hello for everyone?
Yeah, hello everyone. I'm Yan Tong.
Yeah, okay. So let me introduce about the Mrs. Tong, and she is my friend from the art exam and graduated from the Surgical University of the Chinese nationality. I think he become a leader. It's a very lucky chance because he just the helped his friend at the beginning, but now he become a leader. So I invite her to share her experience in this years about his leadership. And his company is the Beijing Wuhe Art Training Center, and now the job is the article training manager. So let's we go to the first question. And the first one is describe your paths in the life that lead you to a position of the leadership.
Okay. Speaking of me becoming a leader, it's actually a coincidence. When I was an undergraduate, my current boss was also my senior classmate. She told me she opened a teaching institution and she need teachers. So I went there. And after graduation, I also signed a full-time teaching contract here. And after a few years, um, on also on this job, and my boss resigned me to the new branch campus as a teaching manager. So that's my current position, and I have 6 people in my team right now. Yeah.
Yes, it sounds like the very good now. You become the sixth, you leader the sixth person.
Mhm.
And the second question is describe the critical or difficult time that was hard at the time, but in the end helped you from you become a good leader.
Okay, a difficult time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I have to say the biggest difficulty I'm thinking about is when I first came to this position because I had no management experience before. I just teaching, and I learned from my boss bit by bit and from the formulation of rules and teaching plans how make it and the personnel adjustments. She is also very patient to help me through that difficult time. So now I also slowly explore my own management habits and how to deal with the relationship of people. So it's also need to take time to get better. Yeah.
Yeah, I know maybe a long time before, and we all together has the art exam. So I know before you are a very shy girl, but now you become a leader. I think that you change a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
So the second question, who do you consider to be your support team and why?
Mm, let me think. Mm, Actually, there's no doubt that my support team must be my team members because they went through my own hard times with me together and without any complaint. And this is also a kind of encouragement for me in some way because at that time I always made mistakes in arranging lessons for teachers and parents for parents of students always complain to me for arranging something wrong and something like that. It was so frustrating for me, and I was always worried that my mistake would, would affect the whole team. So, but my team members never complained to me about this, and even they would directly tell me what was wrong or give me more useful suggestions. So in a words, without my team members, I cannot be a manager at all.
Yeah, yeah, okay. I think that maybe you become a good leader. The team's support is very important for you, and I think this is a key for you become a leader.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let's go to the fourth question. What are your key values and how do they impart your leadership?
In my opinion, the two most important values in my life are patience and transparency. Especially after becoming a leader, I found these 2 points are very basic and important. Maybe it has something to do with my personality because I'm a really slow type person, and I need to be patient with new members of my team who are not up to speed. As a new leader like me, my employees will also give me the same patience if I run into trouble. So for employees, it's a right to know the current state of the company or project. It also gives them a sense of belonging. For me, I can also receive a lot of meaningful feedback to help the development of the company. So this is very important to me. There needs to be some equal interaction between the members and me. So no matter leader or someone. Yeah.
Yeah, this sounds so perfect about your company and your team. And we go to the five question is maybe you can describe a few of the important or the key people in your life and who have found or impact your the leadership in the job or in the life.
Okay, it's the specific people, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, if there's one person who has influenced me most, I think it must be my mother. She's been managing people for as long as I can remember. Unlike me, our personalities are totally opposite. She's very strict in her work and demands speed in everything. As far as I know, she received a lot of comments in the annual feedback, such as making employees scared and nervous and always worrying about being criticized for making some mistakes. And they also afraid to communicate with my mom. And whenever my mother tell me these things, I always think that if I become the leader someday, I will be more patient and allowed to make some small mistakes. So that the whole team can make progress together. And I think I have achieved patience at least. There are many other aspects I need to learn.
Yeah, okay. So I think maybe the mother is also very important in your life. So you think your mother's leadership is the right? From your speaking, I know your mother is also a manager.
Yeah, actually, not exactly. I don't really approve of my mother's way, but um, there's definitely no right or wrong for the leadership style. They just do it differently. The reason I say I don't manage like she does is because I think leaders should update their approach, like they would be more flexible and depending on their team members or the conditions of the moment. It might be the better for the team.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. We go to the next question is how did you discover your sweet spot to know the profession that works better for you?
In fact, my choice of career is not expected. Even though I'm the administrator of this branch school, I still sometimes have to teach dance classes. This is also related to my major since middle school. That's to say, I have been deeply involved in this industry. And if I do not do relevant work, there's nothing else to do. But as mentioned above, I never expected to be a manager. As a
Yeah, I
surprise.
think I know you are very good at the dancing, and I know your degree is very high. So maybe I think you are better about the dancing teachers. But unbelievable, now you are become a manager and to lead a team.
Yeah, I can never expect it to.
Yeah. So let's go ahead. And you can describe your leadership style with your employees or the team.
Mm. This question feels very similar to the previous one. As I said, I think my leadership style is deeply influenced by personality because I have never studied management or any leadership before. I think my style should be democratic and sometimes a little bit elitist fire because as I've said over and over again, I'm also in the process of learning to be a better leader. Therefore, I always keep equal communication with my team members and actively listen to their feedback. Sometimes I'll implement something exactly as the team members want it to be, but only if it's completely reasonable. So, in my opinion, this makes it easier for employees to participate in the running of the company. They will feel respected and they will feel valued as well.
Yeah. Okay. I think you are maybe a democratic the leader in the teams, and you can listen. You also a good listener to every the team member.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go. The next. How did you keep a balance between your work and or the family or the friends?
Mm, Actually, this is very simple. I have two mobile phones, one for work and one for life. When I off work, I do my best not to respond to work-related messages or some phone calls, and occasionally just mute them because I don't want to work to affect my mood in my personal life. So, work is not everything. It's just part of life.
Yeah. Okay. And the last two questions, and do you believe that it's a connection between your self-awareness and the leadership's abilities?
Hmm, I think that's for sure. Although leadership can be learned through a lot of management skills or through years of experience, you can also learn some leadership styles that are suitable for you. But from the very beginning, leadership has to be about self-awareness, and that kind of guides your overall leadership style. And then maybe that will become my own unique style. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We go to the last question, and who is the leader you admire? And I want you to give me a reason why you are admire her or him.
Mm, okay. Actually, here is a president. For me, the most impressive leader is the Nelson Mandela. He's a South African and the country's first Black president. And if I remember correctly, he was imprisoned by white rulers for nearly 27 years. And I chose him for a simple reason. Mandela is historically known for justice, but his emphasis will move me even more. He insisted on the unity of Black and white South Africa in an area of serious racial discrimination. He forgave the white rulers who imprisoned him and did not fire white staff from his office. So in my opinion, such generous attitude also contribute to his great status, because empathy is known to all, but very few people actually achieve it. It's so difficult.
Yeah, I know maybe a female to become a leader is more difficult than a male. And in the history of the China, we also know some leader in the Tang Dynasty and the Qing Dynasty. It also has a female leader. They are very greatness.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I think maybe this interview is so perfect about I can interview to you, and I want to thanks again, Mrs. Tong. You give me a time to interview, and I hope that maybe the future life up and the future work and the life will become more and smoothie. And I know now you are in Beijing, and I know in the China, the Beijing's pandemic maybe has become quite serious. I hope you will be careful about it. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice
Thank you.
talking with you.
Thank you. Goodbye,
Yes.
Mrs.
See you
Tong.
soon.
Thanks you
Bye-bye.
again.